Hi guys, as we come to the end of the Tory administration, I think it's important to scrutinise what Labour will do as they lay out their plan for government. Liz Kendall, the soon-to-be Secretary of State for Work and Pensions, spoke at an event where she criticised the Tory approach to welfare and explained what she would do instead. She attacked the Conservatives for promising to be tough on benefits but not following through. This begs the question, is the next Labour government going to try and help people, or is it going to be tough on the poorest and most vulnerable in society?
Places the Tories promised to level up, but which have once again borne the brunt of their economic failure. In places like Blackburn, Sunderland, Middlesbrough and Hull, including these hidden unemployed, takes the official unemployment rate from 5 to 20%. This is unacceptable. And it is such an appalling waste. It's a waste of individual potential, as hundreds of thousands of people who want to work are written off and denied help to get back on their feet. It's a waste for British businesses who are desperate to recruit and who need the talents of everyone in our country in order to grow and succeed. And it's a waste of taxpayers' money too, with health-related worklessness now costing an extra £16 billion a year just since the pandemic. For all the Tory claims about being tough on benefits, over the next 5 years, there will be 600,000 more people on sickness and disability benefits, and these benefits will cost an extra £33 billion. That is more than our current day-to-day expenditure on defence. The Office for Budget Responsibility says the sustained rise in health-related worklessness is holding back growth and living standards while putting ever greater pressure on the public finances. Yet all we get from the Tories is more of the same. More of the same half-baked programmes which fail to tackle the root causes of the problem. More rehashed, re-announced schemes, and more of the same empty rhetoric on benefits when their failure to get to grips with welfare is there for all to see. But this Tory future is not inevitable. We can choose a different path, and under a Labour government, we will. A path that follows in the footsteps of the great reforming Labour governments before us, Attlee, Wilson and Blair. Labour governments who championed full employment and acted to bring it about. They understood the key to increasing growth and opportunity and to tackling poverty and inequality is creating more well-paid jobs, supporting more people into employment and improving the quality of work too.
Okay, so a few things to say about this. First of all, when she mentioned that the Tories were not being tough on benefits, not sure what she actually meant by that, because I hope she's not suggesting that her party in government would also be tough on benefits, because we know that people on benefits are on benefits because they need to be on those benefits. This is not a case of, yes, there are a fringe, a very small minority that are on benefits because they don't care. But most people on benefits are either because they're working already and they need the benefits to top up whatever meager wages they have, or people who are on benefits because they can't work for a number of reasons. Now, she mentioned the great reformers and included Blair in this, and we have to remember that when the UK was a member of the European Union, it was able to rely on employment from abroad. Now, it's more difficult. The Tories have put a number of barriers in place, and we're not hearing anything. I'll leave a link in the description to this entire speech. I do recommend watching it. But at no point that I heard did she talk about immigration. Did she talk about what the UK government would do in order to allow businesses to access the workers they need. We constantly hear about, well, what we're going to do is we're going to train up our own people. We're going to convince people on benefits to leave benefits and work. We're going to encourage people, provide people with support to get back into jobs or to start working from in the first time in their life. But we know the current situation on the ground. Businesses are not investing because they can't get the workers they need. They can't get the workers they need because of Brexit, because of the immigration policies that the Tories have implemented. And we're not hearing much from the Labour government, for a future Labour government, from the Labour side, that they're going to undo a lot of that. They keep repeating the idea that, yes, we can employ enough people from within the country. We don't need to go further afield. But we know that's not the case. Because businesses, if they could, would hire people from the local area. They're not able to get the skills necessary. They're not able to fill those vacancies. So they're crying out for... We see it, for example, in the care sector. British people don't want to or can't do these jobs. So this is why the care sector is looking for people from the Philippines or from Asia, from parts of Africa or other parts of the world. They can't bring them in from the European Union, so they are bringing them in from other places. They can't find people in the local area, so they have to look for people further afield. Now, until the Labour government or future Labour government acknowledges that and talks about that, then I think it's going to be very difficult to grow the economy. It's going to be very difficult for businesses to attract investment if they're not able to find the workers they need. And if the government's response is to bury their head in the sand, then I think we're going to be going around in circles once again. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.